Meanwhile, the Ethiopian government has not yet issued an official response to Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud's move on signing a law nullifying the Somaliland port deal. Officials, however, say the deal signed is purely an economic decision, insisting that this move does not breach the sovereignty of Somalia and believe the relationship between the two countries is still intact. Girum Chala reports.
There is no official response on the happening from Mogadishu from the Ethiopian government side, but we have heard, and I tried to speak to some officials here in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa. They said that the Ethiopian government's idea, signing, and perhaps future implementation of the issue of port is not to harm any country, especially Somalia. Ethiopia still believes its relationship with Somalia is intact. Its soldiers have paid lots of sacrifices, according to them, in the fight against Al-Shabaab, and they want to continue cooperating with Somalia. The Ethiopia-Somalia relationship is not only diplomatic or military, it's also people-to-people relationship, according to officials here, and that needs to be strengthened. This signing between Somaliland and Ethiopia is also a sign of another cooperation between the two countries. There is no issue that we would like to follow in this regard and create another chaos in this region. So whatever the officials are saying, but we are not hearing any official response from Prime Minister Abiy's government, but some of these authorities believe that Ethiopia is not going to give any official answer to this, but it will continue implementing the spirit and the word of the signature that was signed between Ethiopia and Somaliland. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government reiterated even yesterday, saying that there is no reason why Ethiopia wants to breach the sovereignty of Somalia. This is purely an economic decision for Ethiopia and Somalia and Somaliland at the same time. This is a country of 110 million people, they said. It's a country which has an ever-growing economy. The demands are high. The export-import business is also big. It cannot continue spending billions of dollars every year for port uses when there is a port that is not much used in this region. And they believe that if this is breaching Somalia's sovereignty, why did other countries, such as the UAE, for instance, have done it in 2016 and 2018, where Ethiopia also had a 19% stake in the port of Berbera, which is in Somaliland. That deal was signed, according to authorities, between Somaliland authorities and DP World, for example, a company based in the UAE, and it is still sticking and still working. Hundreds of millions of dollars were invested in that country through that deal, and it's still working for them. So Ethiopia is a neighboring country. The African Union also depicts that there needs to be a soft border. There needs to be economic integration in the region. There needs to be understanding between countries, cooperation, and under the AFCFTA, the Continental Free Trade Area, this is what is expected, and that's exactly what we are doing. If that was the case, they say, and this is according to the National Security Advisor of the Prime Minister Redwan Hussein, he says that Ethiopia's army is still in Somalia, still wants to stand besides the people and government of Somalia. There is no intention of harming Somalia in peace, security, politics, or in the economic side. We should think of cooperation, and we'll continue showing that strength from our side, they say.